to buy Whitehall because of concerns about their suitability. So how do you get a Sir, and how difficult is it to hold on to one? How easy is it to lose? Let's talk to Mark Llewellyn-Slade now. He's from Awards Intelligence. Oh, I've spoken to this lot before. I like them. They're the people who help you when you're nominating someone for recognition, an MBE, a CBE, an OBE. Yes, and it's about time I had one as well, don't you think? 25 years in this game, helping people, entertaining them on the radio, day in, day out, Carry on with the story, Malcolm. Hello, Mark.
Morning, Malcolm.
Morning, how are you?
Very good, thank you. A bit disappointed you haven't got your gong yet, though.
I can't believe it, Mark, can you?
I don't know what's going wrong with that system. I'll have a word with the palace for you.
I need you in my corner.
Indeed, I'm here for you, Malcolm, you know that.
I know you are, Mark. How common is it for people to be de-knighted once they've been knighted?
About 114 people since 1916 have lost their gong. So I think you mentioned the odd person there. You got Lester Piggott,
oh, yes,
who was stripped of his OBE back in '87 for tax fraud, naughty man.
Yeah.
Royal Bank of Scotland boss Fred Goodwin, a bit more recently for, well, not doing his job properly. And
Fred the Shed.
Yeah, that's him. Stuart Hall, don't know if you remember him, TV presenter.
Yeah.
Indecent assault.
Yes. So it has to be pretty awful what you're doing to lose your title, does it?
Yeah, it does really. And, you know, as the dust begins to settle after the, well, near public flogging, I think it's fair to say, of Sir Philip Green yesterday by the likes of MP Frank Field and the press generally. Yes. I think morally, certainly Mr. Green is going to have to put his hand in his pocket if he's going to keep his knighthood. If he doesn't put his hand in his pocket, then he shouldn't be surprised if he loses it at the end of the day. I think the topic of discussion in the Green household today, or perhaps it's the Green super yacht, because I think he's residing just outside Greece on his £100 million worth of gleaming beautifulness as we speak. Yeah, I think the conversation at the Green table there will centre around how much money he's going to give back, because, you know, the implications of life without his knighthood are quite serious, I think. But
I was going to ask that. I was going to say, if you are sat in your £100 million yacht, does it really matter if you're a Sir or a Mister?
Well, I have a feeling that being able to call himself Sir, and importantly here his wife Lady, means a lot to them. It's like a badge of honour, high social standing, which to them is probably worth a few $100 million.
I see.
So I doubt that going back to plain old Mr. and Mrs. is really an option, certainly for Mrs. Green, or Lady Green, as she is at the moment.
If a knighthood is a badge of honour, is the removal of a knighthood strip, the ultimate symbol of disgrace, in your opinion, Mark?
Well, certainly could be. I mean, there are two black and white reasons why someone could be stripped of their honour, although the overriding question here is, has he brought the honour system into disrepute? So the two black and white reasons are, firstly, if you're sent to prison for at least 3 months for a criminal offence, then you're out. And secondly, if you're censored or struck off by a professional or regulatory type body for something directly relevant to the honour. So given that Philip Green received his knighthood for services to the retail industry and has had his knuckles rapped yesterday by an official parliamentary inquiry, then that is directly relevant to his honour. So in theory, he could lose it.
I see. How do you have an honour removed? Who does the removing? Does it go straight to the top? Is it Her Majesty herself that has to sort of, I know, get her sword out again and detouch you?
Well, it's down to a group of people called, and it rolls off the tongue, the Honours Forfeiture Committee. They decide whether someone should have their honour taken away. And if their recommendation is that the honour should be withdrawn, the recommendation is sent to the PM, who then will discuss it with the Queen, who makes the ultimate decision. So ultimately it's down to the Queen, but there is a committee that look at these things.
And if people are struggling with their MBEs, their OBEs, their CBEs, we all need to be nominated. This is where I've fallen down. Nobody's nominated me, or they haven't filled the form in wrong. You're the people that help people like nominees fill in the form so the MBE's a secure thing. That's basically it, isn't it?
Yeah, we exist to save people time, effort and aggravation. At the end of the day, we spend about, 150 hours typically drafting a nomination, so it's not something you can do on a wet Sunday afternoon before Songs of Praise, to be quite honest. You've really got to put the effort into it. Nominations would typically run into thousands of words. Yeah. Also, you need a minimum of 2 letters of support from people who know the nominee and support what they're trying to achieve here. But we'd recommend between about 5 and 20 letters, ideally. So long nomination and 5 to 20 letters of support. And
has anybody who's had your help in getting an honour been de-honoured?
No.
There you go.
Touch wood. I'm touching wood here, Malcolm. No, not so far.
That's my problem. I've got no support and I don't put any effort into anything apart from that.
Well, you just mentioned it to many thousands of people, so fingers crossed.
You never know. And if I need your help, will I have it assured, Mark?
Oh, I wish I could promise it, but I tell you what, we'll increase your chances by many, many times.
Great speaking to you as ever, Mark Llewellyn-Slade. You're a friend of the show, and may that always be so. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Malcolm, as always.
And your expertise as well.